Hi, this is Rick from MikenRickOutdoors.com, and Mike and I took a trip to the Taylor River between Gunnison and Crested Butte, Colorado here in late September of 2021, and the fishing trip was a bust. But hold on till the end and I'll tell you about what we found out, how you can get that trophy rainbow and brown or the kokanee salmon, but you have to go at the right time of the year.
Yep, finally caught a brown. Caught him on this little spoon lure. I hooked into one, but he got loose and hooked into this one and actually got him in the net. Needs to be 16 inches. I'm after the big 16-inch fish. Big little brown. Beautiful fish. Pretty little brown. Turn him loose back in the water here. Oh, that's a monster trout there. Huge. We'll put him back. Let him get bigger. Got this fish landed. Yeah, he's a nice little fish. The biggest one I've caught today. He didn't know if I was going to get him in these rapids. Had to pull him up through these rapids. Fell down once trying to get over here, but I was able to keep him on the lure, and he's back in the water. And let's see if we can catch another one. I hooked another one in these rapids and try to get over here. See if I can get him landed. And there he is. Nice little brown. Back in the water he goes. And there he goes. Get in that water. Another little brown. And in the water he goes. And there he is. Another little brown. Well, pretty fish. And back in the water. And another nice little brown. Put him back in the water here and let him get bigger. And another Taylor River monster. Another big trailer park brown. Put him back in the water and let him get bigger. And back in the water he goes.
Well, as you can tell from watching the video, we had a great time up there at the Taylor River. The Taylor River actually starts from Almont, small little town of Almont. Probably can't call it a town. It's really a resort area with a restaurant and a general store and a fly shop. There's a couple restaurants there, but the Taylor River goes from Almont up to the Taylor Reservoir to the east. And there's actually a beautiful drive up Cottonwood Pass, and it's newly paved road. So if you want to get up there and see some high altitude Rocky Mountains, that's a great place to go to. Well, we started out the fishing trip thinking we're going to get some great rainbows and some browns up there, because Mike had done a lot of research on the area and seeing where he could, there were just some great fish coming out of that river. I want to let you know real quick though, the rainbows are catch and release only. The browns you can keep if they're 14 inches or bigger, but the browns don't normally get more than 16 inches long. We were up there for about 5 days and we fished the whole river, and we found out that the fall is not really the best time to be up there. It's a beautiful time of the year. It was around 70, 75 during the day and 45 at night, and the aspens were turning yellow. So if you want to go up there and see the aspens turning, late September, early October is a great time to go. Well, I'll make this really quick though. What we found out is we were there at the absolutely wrong time of the year. Now, if you're fishing for kokanee salmon, from Almont down to Gunnison is great for fishing the kokanee salmon at this time of the year in the fall, because they're spawning a little bit later. And there's a fish hatchery between Almont and Crested Butte, and they come back and they spawn every year, and they go back to that fish hatchery, and in the summer they go down to the Blue Mesa Reservoir. So that's a good time to fish the kokanee salmon. But what we found out is and we didn't know this, we're still new to trout fishing, but what we found out is that the trout spawn in the spring. And so the bottom line is, if you want a big trophy rainbow, which you can't keep, but you can get some video and photos of, the best time to go is when the ice starts melting on the river, and that's like March and April, before they spawn. That's the best time to go to get those big, huge trout, and the browns also, the rainbows and the browns. Then also after they spawn, it's a really good time to fish in May and June, is what we were told. So there's several times of the year, depending on what you're looking for. Again, the fall is not the best time for the trout. It's the spring, but March and April. Where we learned all this information actually was from one of the owners of the Three Rivers Resort in Almont, and his name was Dirk. Dirk and Luke are the sons of the original owners who own the Three Rivers Resort, and they're taking it over. So we spent about 30 minutes with Dirk, and he told us all about it, about the fishing, and there's actually some pike in the shallow waters up in the Taylor Reservoir, which we didn't know about. And he showed us a trout that he caught in the 30, 40 feet deep in the Taylor River Reservoir. It's like 30 pounds or so. It's huge. But if you ever get a chance, stop by the Taylor River Resort. The smokehouse there is a great restaurant. It's an outdoor restaurant actually, and it closes in October, so it's not open all year round. But they have an outdoor restaurant, and it's really a smokehouse. There's a lot of smoked food, but it's really good. They have an outdoor bar also, and the people are great. It's a great atmosphere. There's a restaurant right across the way on the highway that goes up to Crested Butte, right there at Almont, and it's on the west side of the highway. I don't remember the name right now, but I'll put a link to it or some information on it. And it's a great place for a restaurant. They have a fireplace inside and a wood stove, and it's a really nice atmosphere. So they're closed on Monday and Tuesday though, but great place, another great restaurant to go to. There's also a lot of great restaurants in Crested Butte, but just to give you a heads up, if you go up there when we did late September, and you think everybody, like most of the tourists have gone home, the kids are gone home, and be a good time to go up there and eat or hang out. That's really not true, because if the aspens are turning yellow, a lot of people hit that area and drive that area, and we actually could not find a place to sit down and have dinner. So we ended up heading back to the smokehouse in Almont, had a great meal there. They have some really good wings, and we've had those about 3 or 4 times. So great place, a wonderful trip. So if you get a chance to go up there, by all means go do it. If you want to go up for the colors, the colors are late September, early October. But if you want to fish for trout or the kokanee salmon, give Dirk a call at the Three Rivers Resort, and you leave a message for him and get some information from him, because they got a great place there with cabins and a general store, a fly shop, and the restaurant, and they're just full of information. Great people, And you'll do a little research before you go, depending on what you're there for. Thanks for joining me on Mike and Rick Outdoors, and like, subscribe, and share, and leave a comment below if you've got other great places to fish or places you think we should visit. I'll see you on another video soon here from Colorado.